everyone! If you're an entrepreneur, a small business owner, or even part of a large corporation, you know the global marketplace offers incredible opportunities. Sourcing products from China can be a game changer for your bottom line, offering access to a vast manufacturing ecosystem. But with great opportunity comes significant risk. Imagine this. You've invested thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars into a shipment of goods. You've waited weeks for it to cross the ocean, clear customs, and arrive at your warehouse. You open the first box with excitement, only to find that the products are the wrong color, poorly assembled, or worse, completely non-functional. This is where product inspection comes in. Think of it as your essential insurance policy against costly mistakes. It's a proactive step that puts you in control of your quality standards, even when your factory is thousands of miles away. A professional inspection service acts as your eyes and ears on the ground, verifying that the products you've paid for are the products being manufactured before they ever leave the factory floor. This isn't about distrust. It's about smart business and due diligence. It's about ensuring that your brand's reputation, which you've worked so hard to build, is protected with every single shipment. The reality is that misunderstandings and quality fade are common challenges in international trade. When we talk about quality control in China, two key terms often come up: factory audits and product inspections. It's easy to think they're the same thing, but they serve very different, though equally important purposes. A factory audit is like a background check on a potential partner. It's a comprehensive evaluation of the factory itself, its capabilities, its systems, its ethics, and its legitimacy. You're not looking at the product yet, you're looking at the producer. A product inspection, on the other hand, is a deep dive into the goods themselves. This happens during or after the manufacturing process. It's less about the factory's overall potential and more about the actual outcome of a specific production run. A factory audit examines the how and who of production. It looks at the bigger picture. Does the factory have a quality management system like ISO 9001? Does it have the right machinery and technical expertise to produce your goods? Are its working conditions safe and ethical, complying with social accountability standards? It's a holistic view of the supplier's entire operation. In contrast, a product inspection is laser-focused on the tangible output, your products. Even the best, most well-audited factory can make mistakes on a particular order. So what exactly happens during a factory audit? It's far more than just a quick walkthrough of the facility. A professional auditor arrives with a comprehensive checklist designed to scrutinize every facet of the supplier's operations. First on the list is verifying the factory's basic profile and legitimacy. The auditor will check business licenses, certifications, and export records to confirm that the company you're communicating with is the actual owner and operator of the factory. Next, the audit delves into the heart of the operation, the manufacturing capabilities and production capacity. The auditor assesses the condition and type of machinery on the factory floor. Is the equipment suitable for manufacturing your specific product? Knowing what a factory audit covers is one thing, but knowing when to conduct one is just as crucial for managing your import strategy effectively. The most critical time to conduct a factory audit is before you place your first large order with a new, unverified supplier. Another important scenario for an audit is when you are considering a significant long-term partnership with a supplier. If you plan to make this factory a core part of your supply chain for years to come, you need a deep understanding of their operations beyond just their ability to produce one order. Once you've audited and chosen your factory, it's time to focus on the products themselves. This is where product inspections come into play. There are four main types that every importer should know, which I like to call the 4 pillars of quality control. The first pillar is the pre-production inspection, or PPI. This happens before mass production begins, right after the supplier has sourced the raw materials and components for your order. An inspector goes to the factory to verify that the inputs match your specifications. The second pillar is the during production inspection, often called a DUPRO. As the name suggests, this inspection takes place when a portion of your order, typically 15 to 20%, has been completed. Inspectors go onto the production line to check the very first units coming off the assembly line. This is an early warning system that allows you to see if your quality standards are being met in practice. If there are any systematic issues or recurring defects, they can be identified and corrected immediately. The third pillar is the final random inspection, or FRI. This is the most common type of inspection and is considered the absolute minimum for any importer. It occurs when 100% of the goods are produced and at least 80% are packed for shipping. The inspector pulls a random sample of products based on internationally recognized statistical sampling standards like AQL and performs a thorough check. They verify product specifications, functionality, appearance, and packaging. Finally, the container loading inspection, or CLI, sometimes called a container loading check, is the final seal of approval. Its purpose is to ensure the correct products and the correct quantity are securely loaded into the shipping container before it's sealed. The inspector also documents the container number and the seal number, giving you proof that the correct shipment was sent. This check protects you against receiving the wrong goods, incorrect quantities, or products damaged due to improper loading. Selecting a third-party inspection company is one of the most important decisions you'll make as an importer. Your chosen partner will be your trusted representative on the ground, so you need to be sure they are reliable, professional, and thorough. First and foremost, verify their accreditation and certifications. Look for a company that is licensed and accredited, ideally with an AQSIQ license for operating in China. Also, check if their inspectors are certified against international standards such as ISO 9001. Next on your checklist should be their experience and specialization. Do they have extensive experience inspecting your specific type of product? A company that specializes in electronics will have a deeper understanding of the right testing protocols than a company that primarily inspects textiles. The quality and detail of their reporting is a critical item to check off. Ask for a sample inspection report before you commit. A high-quality report is comprehensive, written in clear English and filled with high-resolution photos and videos that show you exactly what the inspector saw. Finally, evaluate their customer service and booking process. How easy is it to schedule an inspection? Do they provide a dedicated account manager you can communicate with easily? Test their responsiveness with a few pre-sales questions. So you're ready to book your first inspection. Where do you begin? The process is more straightforward than you might think, but it requires clear communication and preparation on your part to be effective. The first step is to engage with your chosen third-party inspection company. You will need to provide them with the essential details of your order, including the factory's full contact information and address, your product name, the total quantity of the order, and the scheduled date for the inspection. The second and perhaps most crucial step is to provide a detailed inspection checklist. This is your instruction manual for the inspector. Do not assume they will know what is important to you. Your checklist should be exhaustive, including product specifications, required packaging and labeling, and a list of known potential defects to look for. Once you've submitted your booking and checklist, the inspection company takes over the logistics. They will contact the factory directly to confirm the inspection date and the status of the production. The final step is receiving and reviewing the inspection report. Within 24 hours of the inspection, the company will send you a detailed report of the findings. This document will include a summary of the results, pass, fail, or hold, a breakdown of defects found, and extensive photographic evidence. If the result is a pass, you can feel confident approving the shipment and making your final payment. If it's a fail, you now have the professional third-party documentation you need to go back to your supplier and demand corrective action. In the end, navigating the world of importing from China is a balancing act. It's about seizing the incredible manufacturing opportunities while diligently managing the inherent risks. A robust inspection strategy is not about being adversarial with your suppliers. It's about building a foundation for a professional and transparent partnership. When both you and your supplier know that products will be checked against a specific, agreed-upon set of criteria, it aligns everyone toward the same goal, producing a high-quality product. One of the most powerful benefits is the trust it builds over time. By being diligent and professional in your approach, you can turn challenges into a competitive advantage. The peace of mind from knowing your shipment is exactly what you ordered is one of the best returns on investment you can make.